Hi, hello, welcome to Quaint Gaming. Welcome if you are new, you can call me KK, and today we are continuing to build in my peaceful meadow using the Floral Summer Cottage. The whole aesthetic of today's build is going to be overgrown and floral and cottagecore, of course. So if you guys do like these kind of builds, go ahead and stay tuned, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more builds coming in the future. Alright, so we're starting off with the cottage being on the right side of the stairs that go down to Dazzle Beach, right where the peaceful meadow and the glade of trust meet. And this build is going to be more highly centered on the florals and tree things that you can get with Dreamlight Valley. So even if you don't have the other items that I am putting in here, or if you can't craft some of the items like this trellis, you can definitely still do this build because 90% of the items are just found in your tree and underbrush feature. Now this tree over here with the swing hanging off of it is a item that you can craft if you have the Eternity Isle DLC. It really is not that expensive to craft despite how large it is, but I absolutely love this whole like treehouse swing feel that it does give this little cottage. Now, if you're trying to figure out which underbrush to use, I very highly recommend, if you have the DLC, using the Tangled Ombre and I think it's the like Tangled Fern. They only take up one square and they can just fit in the tiniest of space, giving it a more full and overgrown look. Now I am trying something new in each biome where I do have a crafting table placed somewhere in the build. So I just placed Rapunzel's painting table here with the cottage next to her easel. I just think this adds the perfect touch to add to a little cozy space for whoever lives here. And honestly, if I could live here, I probably would. A little iffy on having an outdoor bookcase because anybody that is a book lover knows that moisture is not good for books, and it rains a lot in Dreamlight Valley. But you know what? These are magical books. They can't get ruined by things as trivial as the elements. So behind the swing on this chair, I'm just stacking tons and tons and tons of books. These are from the Sword and the Stone collection, and you can find them quite frequently in Scrooge's shop. Now I am using the leaf-strewn path here to create a curvature in my path, so I just stagger it. And then this peaceful meadow greenery, which is found in the underbrush section, just adds a nice little simple curve. If you can't figure out how to do it on your own, you just place this because the item does have its own curve, and then you just fill in your pathing underneath it, and it creates a nice natural curve. Ferns are also a great way to hide those sharp edges and create a nice soft curve to your pathing as well. I will say though, I do wish that these grasses that you can place to give the overgrown effect did allow for things to be placed on them. Once they're placed on, like you can't place any other item on them, which is kind of dumb because it's just grass and you can walk on grass. So honestly, the coating should be no different than using a rug, but alas, it is not. The grass that I am using in this build isn't the meadow grass. This is actually the beach grass. When I tried using the meadow grass, it came out gray. I don't know if it is a coloring issue or if it's always been that color, but the beach grass matches so nicely to the grass here in the peaceful meadow. To add some beautiful ambient lighting without the harshness of our traditional lighting or even our torches, I'm using these Sundrop cloches that you get from Rapunzel's quest. I think it's her quest line number 2. And then I just went into Scrooge's shop and just purchased a whole bunch of them. And it creates a nice glow that you will see later on. Alright, and this is our nice little walkthrough in the daytime. Not as cozy as I would originally like it to be, but I also don't want to have a huge thicket of trees because that would just make it harder to actually get around, and I am trying to create my builds a little more functional than just aesthetically pleasing. So let's go ahead and let's walk through the cozy cottage in the daytime, and then I'll show you guys in the dusk and then at night to show you how these cloches and those vine lamps pop up in the dark. So again, this is mostly underbrush, just something to give it that overgrown feeling. I wanted this to almost feel like it wasn't taken care of, but also almost intentional in its design. And of course, I had to have all of my books piled here up in the corner. And I love that this pumpkin, I think it's this pumpkin vine bookshelf. I love how this looks outside in the build. And then on the other side of the house, we have Rapunzel's easel, which I wish it was interactable, but it is not. And then this is the painting table that we got over winter break from one of the DLV codes, and it doubles as a crafting table. And this is basically it for the build. I love the overgrown feeling. I love how when you come through this little patch, it just hits you with this fairy core cottage core vibe, especially with all of these butterfly flowers. There'll be tons of butterflies floating in this build. And this is what I was talking about with those glowing cloches. It's kind of hard to see in the dusk, but I love that subtle glow they give even from the vine lamps. It is a nice glow, and Gaston is just in the way. And here we are at night. It is a little brighter using the vine lamps, but those cloches, if you just wanted to use those, create a nice little lighting area for the pathway, as well as keeping with the whimsical effect. Okay guys, and that is going to do it for this little cottage core summer cottage build here in the peaceful meadow. I absolutely adore how this came out. And I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and you guys can see all of my future builds if you follow me on social media sites, which is linked down below. That's Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. And don't forget, if you guys do enjoy cozy game content, to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a great big thumbs up. I am a small-time content creator looking to grow her channel in 2024. And hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time I make a post. Hope to see you guys over on Twitch. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.